4th of July is on my house. All right, fine.
Mm-hmm. What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? I'm coming over here.
Yo.
Oh man, I can stay right here then.
Yeah, you can. They can see you.
Yeah, this will get more.
Yo, so we about to do these reaction videos. I don't really know what's going on, but I heard that this video that we about to react to is really something crazy.
Take on my neck shirt I was looking for right here.
So we about to just get it on and popping. Before we do any reaction, let me send this live out first.
He was supposed to push that back over into the corner right there. Push it out the
Look like this.
Yeah. Turn the baby thing around me. Baby chair, yeah. Like so.
Doesn't do like later.
My door closed.
That's to get a haircut tonight? No.
Is my door closed?
I'm not gonna make a thing. Wait, Jasir! Close my door real quick, please. I'm not the closet room. Who Lulu? What Lulu? She's not getting a piercing either. She said we were gonna get one of them. She's lying to you, baby. Yes. Because I'm lying. I know I'm not getting a piercing. It's scary. I don't need a piercing. The man already told me what I'm getting a piercing for. And I'm not getting anything on her. No piercing. Why are you bullshit? I'm trying to want this.
He said,
No, I trust she did it. She did my lips. She got her right. She cool. I drew my face.
what I got to do with it?
I hit my face.
He said too.
My cat died.
I know. Freaking, what's her name?
I don't care.
She gonna come and talk about that.
I don't even want to hear it.
Like, what's wrong with you? Why that gun? I'm like, they depressed.
There was so many of them. Now it's just him.
And they just.
But it's still.
Just him, right. You need to get your energy back.
Both of them was crying this morning. Look around. Yes, raise this with this. You gotta raise the window when you up. Raise the shades up for me.
Mm-hmm.
That rain was supposed to be like yesterday. You want me to bed.
Get your energy.
You got energy. Just say it.
Yeah, baby, your spirit ball. Wanna look at me like a big saying, fucking eyes.
Fucking Victoria hurt too.
Yeah, I don't even know what Victoria had.
You know what's crazy.
I'm serious.
There's the other shade right there for me.
Wow, don't you like how my drawing is?
Right.
Her name is Gypsy. Is Deja taking us? Or we don't know? But she ain't answer the phone.
Look.
You're not going with me.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Uh-huh.
You went with me last time.
No, I did not. We didn't even go last time.
You and Lulu went.
I'm sorry, but you want to know what's so crazy though? This time I gotta go.
Sure
I'm
did.
going too.
No, she
I gotta go to that Social Security office.
But
and I gotta
Gypsy,
go to-
I gotta go for the
What's up, Chad?
No,
Listen,
you don't gotta go for the
That's what they talking about. I don't care what they talking about, Chad. So we ain't even about to pay
But Gypsy,
attention
you
to
just
them.
so hard.
My stomach hurt. We about to do this reaction video. You feel me? It's
Right.
I heard it was a heartbreaking video, so we about to get into it.
Can you get on my brain?
Next one.
Look, please. I'm not no last minute person like y'all. If I'm going to do something, leave me alone. Shout you're not getting on my nerves.
I'm going with you.
Go back and you're not going with me. No, you're not. It's shopping.
I'm going with the gypsy.
No, you ain't. What you say?
Right, girl.
What? Man, you go back in the basement too.
Yes, because
Buddy,
like
shut up.
both of y'all can take your butts back every step.
Up. It's a good day. You see this rain out here?
It's not cold out
Right.
there.
You see this?
If you live in an older home that has an old heating system and that does not have central air conditioning, we have the perfect solution for you. We can install a whole home mini split system in just 1 day. They're the most advanced new air conditioning and heating systems. They're incredibly efficient, and they're both going to be able to heat and cool with the same system with no new ductwork. And right now, we can get you a brand new mini split system for your entire home that's going to both heat and cool for $0 down. And you can finance that brand new system with 0% interest.
Oh God!
I just told you to look at the rain.
Look at that shit.
I just told you to look at the rain, Kwame.
Check. Look at this shit. Rain everywhere.
The rain we supposed to got yesterday. We getting it today.
Rain everywhere,
It
Chad.
was supposed to rain like this yesterday.
Oh, so her dad got in the car. Somebody got in the car.
I got that. What's going on, sir? Okay, to this house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, someone called you?
what happened?
Well, they're saying some shots were fired in the area, and someone's on the way to the hospital.
What, somebody got shot?
Yes, sir.
I get on the radio. Dang, bro, this is crazy to see.
We're trying to calm them down to get.
This is the first right here.
Was it the wrong song? Is there any gunshots, sir?
Yeah, man, I shot right there.
Right here.
Went to the hospital, man. It was drive-by.
Can you pull your car around real quick? Trying to find the crime scene. Hey, there's a piece of them around over here. I just saw it. Hold on. There it is, right here.
Somebody drove by and shot into the car, I'm guessing. And then
See that?
I think the dad just, I don't know if he came, hopped in the car. Situation going on out there.
So you saw it, sir?
No, I just pulled up. I still doing fast with it.
Okay.
I just came from my home. I called him. I'm like, I can sound like it's over there. This is my home. Wow.
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Real shit,
What the
though.
fuck's going on? Like, did we ain't got shot all the time?
Hey, yeah, I want to see one right there. You left my number.
We got a piece of a round up here. He said it happened right in front of here, so I assume that's involved.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you will ever make in your life. Freecast.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns.
And they're right here.
No, I heard you in my pocket real quick because I was moving around. I'm making this
Margaret. So yeah, it happened right here in front of his house.
Y'all need to box the streets off, though. Where is the police?
There you go, there it had been. That's what that. See anything else? Oh, I don't see. I just saw that one round. Just want to know if the dad's vehicle. I'm sorry. Yeah. My bad, bitch. I didn't know he was getting on. I didn't realize he was getting on the time right now. I'm wondering if it's involved because it happened right here, so. No, that's what I'm looking for, I'm saying. Yeah. I don't know who the shot was. I don't know.
This is the hospital right
Do you
here.
want to drop that your son?
His family.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you, sir? Can we get some information?
I think that's the sister that was just crying right here. In the hoodie. I think that's the one that was just crying.
So can you give us any background information on exactly what happened?
I was in the house.
Okay,
And I heard a bunch of gunshots.
okay.
My son came in the house. And everybody got some going like how the little gunshots went.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go out, so I jump up. And they all on the side out here.
You see that?
So,
Okay. Who else was at the house with you?
They paused it.
then my girl,
And then your son? Okay.
my son was outside, he came in the house.
Look,
Right.
what happened?
His son was outside.
Okay.
My
He
son
heard
came in
some-
the house.
Let me call
He
you.
came when he heard some gunshots.
Uh-huh.
His son came in the house. And then he like, was those gunshots? And he was like, yeah. That's what the dad asked him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, well, I'm about to go back outside. He said, boy, they was just shooting out there. It was those gunshots. You about to go back outside? He said, yeah. Soon as his son went outside, he said he heard gunshots again and he jumped up. And when he went to the door, that's when he seen his son got shot.
Hold on. All right, now we get into that porch stuff. But hold on, champ. Hold on, I pause it real quick so I can swear this out real quick. Hold up. Yeah, when your weed fall, you pick it up off the floor. It ain't food, you ain't eating it. So he came in the house, asked his dad, was that gunshot?
No, it was gunshots
Mhm.
outside. The
Outside.
dad is in the house with his two daughters. His son is outside.
Yeah.
He heard gunshots. His son comes in the house right after the gunshots. His dad asked him, was those gunshots? And his son said, yeah.
Oh, his dad asked the son.
Yeah, because the son came in the house. And the
Okay.
dad was like, was those gunshots? And the son was like, yeah. And then so he was like, well, I'm about to go back outside. He was like, you about to go back outside? And they was just shooting out this gun. He was like, yeah. As soon as the son went outside, he heard more gunshots. So he jumped up and he ran to the door, he said.
All right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, so y'all hear this, right? All right, yeah, we started.
And everybody got some going like how the little gunshots went.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go out, so I jump up. And they all on the side out here. So,
Okay. Who else was at the house with you?
then my girl,
And then your son? Okay.
my son was outside, he came in the house.
Right.
I went back out the house.
Did he ever say anything on who was outside
What
or
happened?
any information
Yeah.
at all?
No.
Okay. Do you have any idea on who it may have been? Did you see anything?
How the fuck did he
I
see anything?
just told you.
How the fuck did he see anything here in the house?
The way that the fucking cops been, this bitch right here is questioned. I know you have to ask certain questions, but the way she questioned him, like, you not hearing what this man is saying?
Right, like what the fuck, bro? How would he know or see anything if he's
Oh, I know
inside
that.
the house?
If you mad at her just asking this one time, this bitch about to get you killed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just asking, like, we're just trying to get as much
She's
information as
trying to
possible.
say time as
I
best
am straight up dude. And just told you all I know. I don't know nothing else. I wish I did. Nothing else.
Okay, I'll tell you what. They're inside, okay? Say it again.
This is all right there.
Just 1 second.
It's a tough part of the job.
Supervisor, we're sent over to the into the Dr. Montgomery Hospital.
It's hard. It's hard.
Y'all got going to rain. I said, oh shit, it's pouring down. This the rain we were supposed to have got yesterday. claimed yesterday. I'm looking good. Look at this. There's still a lot of gut and everything, but y'all don't understand how much weight I lost. I done lost over 100 pounds. There's still a lot of gut, but I ain't got no butt no more, but yeah, I can. How to do it? And that's how they do it. Like this, look. Look, crying. And it's a dance.
Yeah. Ready?
You to ask me a question, and in his situation, his son is upstairs fighting for life. I don't even know if he passed away. I don't know if he good. I don't know if the surgery's going on. I don't know if he's gonna need another goddamn kid. I don't know nothing. I have no idea what is going on behind these walls, and my son is here, bleeding, fighting for his life. And you asking me questions, I understand the frustration. It's hard for you to tell me to sit here and talk to you and do this. I got my 2 daughters right here. They worried. Sis right here is about to have a nervous breakdown. And y'all asking questions right here. I think she just got that phone.
Hold on, we need a lighter. We need a lighter.
She said laughing out loud.
Yeah.
Lulu, you see mommy dancing?
Give her her chill. Hold on, I gotta give her her chill.
Who's there?
Look. I'm so sorry, Lulu.
Babe, you ready? You ready? I'm watching you. That's why I'm weird. I look at you babies right here. Irritating stuff. I got a school.
Outside, okay, they're inside. I don't know if it's going to be like a second, but it's going to be like okay. How old is he?
I just tried.
He's 16. Okay.
I'll see.
I think this might have been 2022.
The doctor and he said that sounds good. I can get that. Okay.
They ain't going in the hospital though.
The doctor said what's not
Right. But at the same time though, it's like you dad. And I ain't trying to play the blame game here at all. But if I got a 16-year-old son who's standing outside the house, I hear some gunshots.
Listen, boy, look at his face.
Y'all, everybody okay? Okay. Get y'all ass in the house.
He's saying that. No, but he's saying that. But it also depends. It also depends. He looked like he got, kind of good, leadership with his kids and everything. But you can also tell that this man have trust with his kids too.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
can look at him and you can tell that. So if they were shooting outside, same thing with you. That happened with you before. When they been shooting on the block and where the fuck is y'all going to the door or something like that? But what is y'all going out there looking for? Bring y'all asses back in here. What y'all do? Go out there and look, right? Same difference. Same difference. You have some really mature 16-year-olds and you have some really immature 16-year-olds. We don't know what type of 16-year-old this boy was. He was right at his house. Now, me personally, I hear some gunshots. I'm haul asses. But also, me personally, I'm going to be seeing where I can peek somewhere too. You think? I mean, that's part of human nature.
People on this live. 2 people. I don't know who the hell on it.
But
Yo,
I
yo.
sing
What's that with you, cousin?
because
who that?
I'm happy.
Who that?
Brisk.
I sing. Where's I sing?
No.
I don't know.
My cousin Brisk.
That's Mr. Brisk right there.
But yeah, though, I ain't gonna lie. I heard gunshots. My kid outside. Get your ass in the house. You not gonna.
You fucking real. Yeah, get in the house.
Yup.
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck is you going out there for?
Yeah, it's push play.
I just sit down, lock the door, close the pistol, everybody get in the room, go pack, go sing, turn the light off, get up out of the bed. They shoot. My daddy gonna get it done, daddy gonna go outside, make sure everything right. Y'all go back outside in the morning. And for right now, they shooting outside. Nobody is to leave this house for the rest of today until the morning time comes and the sun is outside. That's a dad. And I'm not saying that because I'm watching it. I'm just saying logic.
That's the kid.
I wish my son, man, what's thinking you to go play your way? You talking about you 16, you ain't 32. Better get your ass.
What's the dope?
I got you. So that is my uncle now.
I told him that too. I said, that's all I got. That's 3 years. Nobody in the house. Before they shoot wild. They ain't.
Yeah, they ain't.
I look, you got in your hip. I was judging that through too. I hope it did.
He said he got hit in the hip.
Blood and more.
You got shot in the hip.
He said he's gonna go through. If it goes through, it's better. It's better.
I tell you, that's about that, boy.
Do you say no? No. Who all was in the house with you? You and your daughters and your son?
What the fuck? Bro! How many times this fucking cop is gonna ask him the same question? She asked y'all twice. She asked y'all twice already. They said fuck twice. She asked y'all 3 times before now who was all in the house when your son got shot. He said, me and my 2 daughters. And then you gonna ask this man again? Like, how many times you gonna ask him the same fucking question? What you think you gonna switch it up? Say, me and my daughters and my friend was there? No. Me and my daughters was there.
I'm not asking you no questions. You finna sit down. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad. I'm not asking no. You don't have no options. You finna sit in your room, you gotta turn on video games. You'll have to look out from outside the window. Move back to the window, put the boards on the windows. Everybody get on the bed, go to sleep. Turn the light off. Get in the tub. They shoot it.
Is mom in the picture? In Arizona? Your dad, Kevin, can you tell me what happened when you got like were you there?
Man, y'all need to huddle up and ask them. Why
So when he came in and told you about it, he had been hit. So he went back out and got hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You heard the shooting started? Did you see the car? Or the people? Or...
Sit in the house.
Get my daughter down together. Say already.
Son coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's coming out. before you come out, you come out. You go like that, they'll still shoot. You go like that, one.
Right.
You don't have all the damn shoes like that?
Right.
Go. Then I want to shit get real quick. Now jump up.
Did it sound like a handgun or
I said I don't kind of shit. This thing when I hear that.
It's just not funny. I promise it's not funny, guys, alright? It's not funny.
At least taste one. You want to taste one?
So I come in the house. Yeah, I'm on the top.
Yeah.
He came in the house before he come out. Yeah, he came in the house. You go like that, they'll still shoot. You go like that, one.
Right.
You don't have all the damn shoes like that?
Right.
Go. Then I want to hear the shit get real quick. Now jump up.
Did it sound like a handgun or
I said I don't kind of shit. This thing when I hear that.
It's just not funny. I promise it's not funny, guys, alright? It's not funny. It's just what I always said it. That was funny, okay? Trying to be serious. Alright? Let's go.
I'll jump up and run to the door. Get out of there, that's all I know.
See anything on your now besides your gun? Did anybody else see anything? Was anybody else there? No. I really need to do this. This is never any good part of my job. No, they don't do it. I really need to do this. This is never any good part of my job. No, they don't do it.
She said daddy right now. Hey, man.
Did they ever catch the person that did it? Who is that?
No, that's what the sister said. They killed him. They killed him. Yes, I was crying my ass off.
Wow.
It's very emotional.
It is very emotional. I'm trying to hold my shit in. This shit remind me when we was all this shit remind me when we was all outside the hospital when hear me? This remind me when we were always outside the hospital with my like that shit. That shit.
Yeah.
That shit.
That's Western Candy.
That shit's a heartbreak. Right.
Right.
This thing about it, this shit right here, this one scene right here give me flashbacks. Like a motherfucker.
The only difference is that Jody got sick and she was in the hospital for a while. He had just got shot. He had just
Oh, yeah. Can I hold her or not?
Yeah.
I ain't enough.
I ain't calling you.
I said,
This a boy or girl?
Boy.
I don't know. Oh, you growing, mama. I mean, ooh.
Boy, that brought back some bad memories, man. I was fighting. I was fighting the tears too, man. Oh, I didn't want to get on this video. Damn.
First one I seen on Friday one.
They just sit there and like, you know. You don't even know what to do. Right there, bro. You don't even know what to do. Man, it's that man.
They know who won. You can tell.
This is why you street match shows, a personal angle.
No idea. Doesn't really give us anything. What are you asking for, bro? Like, you fucking hospital security. What are you talking about? I need to turn this shit up.
Obviously, we need someone to step by for security the deceased until Emmy comes. Obviously, it's other crimes over here, and then security for the hospital. Not trying to run in there, nothing crazy because everyone's very security. So just kind of let them do their thing, settle down a little bit.
Asked her, well, I was waiting for her to tell me that whenever she wanted me to start. That isn't a story, because I was waiting for her.
Until they clear it out. Yeah, we'll stand by. I don't, just in case anyone else screws up.
So your girls coming out, CSI is already on their way, and they're gonna notify homicide. I already notified them that they might be going back to the scene.
Yeah.
They found it all the way from MLK to Bowie. So, and I told them there might be one more.
Do we check, surrounding, just make sure there isn't any additional?
You guys are short stretched as it is, so we're already safe.
The boy who died in that body cam footage was Noah Smith. He was only 16. Just a few months later, another 16-year-old, Key Marion Hall, was also shot and killed. At first, no one knew both shootings were linked. But after months of investigation, police arrested 4 suspects: Devondre Bernard Williams, Terrell Sampson, Tyrese Patterson, and Stephen Monroe. Williams was the shooter, but here's the twist. Neither Noah nor Key Marion were the intended targets. The real target was Terrell Sampson, who was actually part of the group later arrested. On September 25th, 2024, Williams was sentenced to 2 55-year terms for the murders of Noah and Key Marion, and another 30 years for attempted murder. All sentences will run at the same time. Sampson took a plea deal and got 12 years. Patterson's sentencing is still pending, and Monroe's case hasn't been resolved yet. Well, that was pretty much it. Let me know what you think of this in comments. See you in the next.
That threw away lives for no reason. Like Dad said, they ain't even out here aiming no more. They just shoot. Just a bunch of dumb short yellow bus kids with guns.
Are you getting a runaround from workers' comp after your work injury? You're not alone. A lot of injured workers are stuck in a system that's confusing.
Go down, right there. Right there. No, when the killer does face there. Right after the murder.
Y'all playing with the wrong person.
Somebody shot. And then I heard some screams, and then I heard the gunshot.
And he said, I killed her. And I said, what? And he said, I killed her. He's dead.
Oh my God, please. Now, I'm right here, Road, City, Arkansas. Please, ma'am. Please, ma'am. What's going on? Please. What do you need? A police or an ambulance or what? You gotta calm down and tell me. Yes, I heard shots fired, and I went to the front door to get her son. And when she did, there were shots fired. Okay, what? Any other? Her husband, whatever, run out of the house and got her car.
On August 24th, 2019, the Jonesboro Police Department was...
August 24th, my fucking birthday. On my birthday, though?
On his birthday.
See this chilling...
What date they said? August 24th, what?
Okay, what? Any other? Her husband, whatever, run out of the house and got her car.
On August 24th, 2019, the
The same day I turned 19, man. Same day my birthday.
Jonesboro Police Department received this chilling 911 call.
Ma, it's so fucked up. That's the same week before my mom died. Week after my mom died.
The mom passed away in 2020, baby.
The
She
2020?
passed in October.
Yeah. Or so it was a year after my birthday.
Right, that your mom died.
Yeah. That's crazy.
The aunt of 37-year-old Melinda Colburn has just witnessed her beloved niece being brutally murdered in front of her very eyes. The officers rushed to the scene to ID and neutralize the killer. Little did they know, Melinda was not the only person on the killer's hit list. Melinda Colburn was a small-town girl who thrived in the love and comfort of her large extended family. Raised in...
That's what happened? No, Mary's at work and Deja is still home with the kids. What happened? Where you at right now? time he get off. So what you gonna do? I don't know nothing about Germantown. Yeah, I do know that.
Where she at? Germantown?
Yeah. Now, when you say you at again, what do the streets say? 59th and Garfield.
Tell her to come back down to Highland Park. Show them what Highland Park is.
She don't know Germantown area that good, but she won't.
What's it? Tell her that's the Johnny Creek.
Yeah, she can't. She like me. She can't do too much walking. Oh God, make me curl my feet up. I ain't got no car ride or nothing like that right now. How much is the key? Oh, you can't tell me. I'm gonna add my daughter in. I'm gonna add Lulu in and see. Ask Lulu to look on her phone and see how much it costs. Hi, baby. Lulu, you got a list on your phone? That's God. Hi, Bookham. You looking at TV? Oh, it's a commercial. Yeah. GAR.
This cat has a voice like Garfield on roughly a G.
She in Germantown though. So if Germantown would be what? That. We'll work out something. Yeah. she go? Okay, guys. Yeah.
You gotta keep reminding me. Really?
I didn't know. I literally just seen Garfield. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Keep impressed.
Garfield.
I'm so pissed off at my own cat. I'm mad as shit at her. Cause I know it was that. I know it was Victoria that did this shit. She's the only one bold enough to steal a cat from my stomach.
To do what?
Yeah, she's the only one bold enough to do that shit.
What she do?
I had Quapac sleeping on my stomach all night because I was watching her.
Right, she came at the
And when I fell asleep for the final time, she jumped up on that motherfucker and took him off of my stomach. I had him on my stomach.
I said, where y'all put him at?
In the trash. I couldn't bury him.
The trash people took him?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right on the corner.
And like I said, if she would have just left him relaxing, she would have been fine. He was chilling. He was really chilling. But I think it's the way they carried him up the steps. They got to jump it. Remember, he was hurting.
Huh?
So you carry him in your mouth and jumping up the steps with him is like, I want her ass.
He running out of breath. He running out of breath. And she running and jumping and doing what she doing. He running out of
like
breath.
he's losing his breath. That's
Mom,
how I'm
you
gonna
got
fuck up
Rochi?
every chance I get.
Luna was high as hell because. Oh man, she saved at least $40 on the car for me. At least $40 on the car for me, please. What color is it? Girl, stop texting me. You always want to text. You always want to text. I'm downstairs.
You gotta tell me about that when you get here.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And she said you robbed her? And she said you robbed her? And you was with her in the car. Aggravated assault. Well, I got a pamper here you can put on when you get here. Yes. I got an asthma pump. Yeah, take your time. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna sit on the phone till you got in the car. That get on my fucking nerves, yo. Wait, what you said? How far what you said?
Man.
Don't think about it.
Really did, bro.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
That's wild. That was gonna be my YouTube cat. And now I gotta switch it to Garfield.
No, you don't.
Right.
You're not switching it. I'm just gonna talk about Garfield. And that's the block that you stay on, Dad? Hmm? That's the block. That's the block you won't be staying on, Dad? Mm-hmm. Those are Germantown houses. Tell me about that. You see the car coming? That's that Shauna. That's that Shauna shit. That's that Shauna shit. Dark gray piss. They say to drop. What's the name of the block you on? But that's where the car's at. Text him. You on 59th, right? The house is 59 Garfield Street. At Garfield and Royal.
Oh, bullshit, bro. I got you, bro. I got you, gang.
Tell him you got on a hijab.
I'm trying to wait for them to get on the phone so we can finish this
He
video.
coming?
So I can hop on.
I'm
Matter of fact. Yeah, real shit. You got the monitor with you, or you left it here? Cause if so, I could hook up on the monitor and play while I'm on this joint right here. But If not, I'm gonna just have to stop my live and do the joint like that. But I'm waiting for him to get off the phone.
That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look at it to see the address.
They using their TV.
I know she's tired.
It's cool though, cause I'm about to get on. I'm trying. Let me see how long this video is real quick.
Have you ever?
Hold on, my phone. I gotta see how long this video is real fast. Alright. The video is 39 minutes. So you want to just chill and wait for me, or you just want to keep playing until I get on?
Hey, that's what I get, yo!
Because I'm about to start this video up now, because I need to watch this. The video is called When the Killer Does a Facebook Live Right After the Murder. So that's what we blow the reaction on real quick. I know one thing for sure, but I need a better freaking computer.
Ask him what block is that? All right, so it's 59 West Garfield.
Alright. And I see that joint you sent me too. We're going to do that joint when I hop on. No bullshit. Nigga, I can't have that conversation with you no more, nigga. I'm taking.
Oh, you right up there by Germantown and Green, right off of Manheim and Green. Yes, West. Yes, she right on the corner from my aunt. Now.
What's up?
Yeah, because the XH went right there on Green.
No, I'm saying we can have a conversation, but you know. No, I'm saying like I can't do this shit with you no more, bro.
So you on West Garfield Street?
No, we can chat about it, yeah, but yeah. Don't fucking holler at.
Mm-hmm.
She in the car already? Relax.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, you're not far at all.
Ha!
Yup, and then walk right to the house. Yes. Well, I know you got medicine. You got stronger medicine.
Bro, first of all, nigga.
So just sit on the step.
Don't be hyping people's heads up, bro.
Push that fist up a little bit. Oh no, I didn't. No, I said just sit. Get a piece of something to sit on, so you can push that piss up a little bit.
You niggas don't understand.
I see. You look like. Yes. I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody in the bathroom. You gonna go straight to the bathroom.
All right.
I see them. He like, ho.
She in the car already, man?
No, it's 8 minutes away. She about to be in the car.
She was known for her wild sense of humor, her kindness, and her commitment to her loved one's mother and children. She eventually moved to Jonesboro, Arkansas, where she lived with and cared for her ailing mother, Mitzi. In 2018, her mother passed away, which rocked her entire world. Perhaps this is when she began to lean more into the arms of her boyfriend, Marco Deshawn Clark, who many knew as Cole. According to Melinda's Facebook, she and Clark met in 2017. By March of 2019, they were married and living together in a home in Lake City. It is this very home where tragedy struck on August 24th, 2019, just a few months after Marco exchanged vows with Melinda, promising to honor, love, protect, and care for her.
Just a few months.
But as you can tell from the 911 call, Marco did just the opposite of that.
Now, where's your emergency? This is Karen with the Craig County 911. Go ahead. Lake City, Arkansas. Please, ma'am. Oh, please, ma'am. What's going on? Please.
I'm crying. You drunk, bro.
Yes, I heard shots fired, and I need to put the point of your stuff. And when she did, there were shots fired. Okay, go ahead. Everybody run out the house and got her car.
Melinda's aunt has just discovered her body, along with several of the neighbors on the scene. These many witnesses will be a major help to law enforcement, who have already identified the man who shot Melinda as her partner. When officers arrive on the scene, however, they realize just how familiar this address is to them, and it unravels a web of grief with one question at the center. Could they have stopped this before it happened?
Yeah, if she would have left the nigga, yeah, she would have stopped it. Because this nigga, bro, this nigga killed his wife. A couple months after they got married, bro.
Like 4 months after they got married?
Yeah. He killed her.
Yeah.
We don't know why yet, but all we know so far is that he killed her.
You engaged?
Gal left the white car, fashion gold blackout.
Her boyfriend or husband, I don't know if they married or not, she told me it was. What's his name, Robin? What's his name? No, she did. She got the chair from Lake City. He had her section.
So do you know what his name is?
Cole.
See, look.
I believe it's Clark.
Oh my goodness, look.
She was cut. She come to my house.
He killed her and wrapped her up in a blanket, bro.
Money!
Huh? Hi, Doc. Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling like a villain, living and squilling.
Yeah, we here. New be here too.
But bro, he killed his wife outside, and then wrapped her up in a blanket by this it's a tree. It's a tree with like pink flowers on it, bro. Laid her right under the tree with pink flowers. Are you serious, bro? Like, this is crazy.
She was gonna get the trash out of the trailer. If I knew he'd be here, I'd have called y'all. I had no idea. They had to be watching it. They had to watch it.
Tragically, Melinda was dead long before officers arrived on the scene.
Damn.
He made sure he killed her.
That means he killed her hours ago, Mom.
No, long before. That means she died as soon as he shot her. Because they called the cops. They called, so when they said she was dead long before the cops got there, that means she died instantly. Because you see the aunt jumped dead on the damn phone when the shots fired when she heard the gunshots.
How long did it take for him to get there?
For her body, it became clear why.
6 minutes.
Half gunshot wound. She's we checked her pulse and all that. It looks like she's. Well, we hadn't turned her over, and looks the only one we can see right now is on her arm.
We can't find the hole.
Yeah, that might be a hole that's coming out right there.
In total, Melinda had been shot 5 times. It is tragically common for intimate partners to murder, to commit overkill on the victim, shooting them or stabbing them beyond what is necessary to take their life. This is often a reflection of the perpetrator's unjust anger and hatred towards the victim.
Okay, so who saw it? Anybody?
We just back up the lane. All back up front, made the black Charger.
About the time the corner died.
Okay, so they were in a Charger or Camaro? Something you pulled up. A new one?
Yeah.
You come up, black guys, running down the stars.
Daddy, you go to Kenny's right there.
I seen you before. I live right there.
Okay. Do you know his name?
Oh, boy. She in there.
It's there. All right, so we see you when you get here. Well, okay. All right, see you then. Okay. All right. Love you too. Okay. It's weird. It's gonna pull right up in front of the door. We'll see you when you pull that.
Can you tell them the car what it is exactly so they can
Come Rebecca.
get something going?
I'm sorry. Okay, y'all didn't touch anything or nothing like that, have you?
No, we didn't touch. She had glasses.
Okay, where do y'all live? Right here?
I'm her aunt. I live right next door, and we're right back. She's over there talking.
Let's go back in the street just because I don't want to. CID's gonna come out here, and I don't want to mess up anything that could be in the yard or step on anything for it.
I got her glasses.
Okay, just lay them on top of that hood right there, and that'll be all right.
Fortunately, Melinda's aunt, who Melinda had come to visit, had more clear details to provide law enforcement with.
Now, where does she usually park? Does she park in your driveway or does she park over here?
No, she always parks right here.
Okay.
But see, she's not been living here. She left here like 2 weeks ago, 3, because Garland Tipton, he come down here and made him leave. So he got him to leave, and he's not been here.
But she was still here, right?
No, she's been living in Jonesboro. She called me to come out here to pay me. She was going to come last night. She come out here to pay me $20 she owed me. And she was talking about she's going over to get her trash to put it in my dumpster. I said, that's fine. She was going to get a few dishes. And then I heard some screams, and then I heard the gunshot.
Okay.
And that's what I heard.
And the vehicle was in. Now, do you know if that vehicle?
Yes.
Do you know if that vehicle was in your driveway like before? Like, did he pull up in it, or was that car already here? She didn't park it.
It's her car. He was in the trailer waiting on her. She was by herself.
Okay, so she pulled up in the car.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Yeah, she come. He wasn't with her.
Okay. Melinda had filed a protection order against Marco. Even after he was forcibly removed from her house by the Craighead County Sheriff's Office on August 7th, she was so fearful of him that she also left and went into hiding at a relative's house. She had only come back to her house to pick up the mail and throw out the trash, completely unaware that Marco was lying in wait to kill her. Police slowly came to the realization that Melinda had done everything right to protect herself, and tragically, it wasn't enough. Had Marco been put behind bars for his abuse, Melinda may still be alive today. Clearly, one of the officers realizes the weight of this mistake.
We got an email not too long ago about serving protection order over here. I tried to serve it on this trailer on a black male, and nobody would come to the door. I wrote down on a piece of paper trying to serve it. Well, apparently there was a final order of protection that we got an email on about serving this on this Clark guy. So that's probably who or that's definitely, it's not looking good for him, you know. Yeah, we gotta find this guy.
She said that Garland was down here about 2 weeks ago and made this guy leave.
2 weeks. So I guess he served the protection order on them, because that was the dude that had the protection order. He should have hooked him up then.
When I called and got his return, I called Stephen and I said, she should be a protected person. Under either a temporary order or a final one.
You got Garland's number? And see maybe if he knows where this dude's, since he had dealings with him? Because I've never seen the dude in person. I just come out here and try to serve that protection order, and that was it.
I heard that girl's name. I never heard his, but I'm pretty sure I heard that. Did we get an email on her, maybe?
Yeah, we just got on a final order of protection. So that's that. So he didn't serve that paperwork, which confuses me even more that Garland didn't serve it. You know what I mean? I mean, not that it was going to help this situation, but yeah.
In Arkansas, a final order of protection is delivered after a court hearing takes place where both the victim and the abuser are present. Final orders make it illegal for the abuser to contact, be near, or message the victim for any span of time ranging from 3 months to 10 years. Melinda was granted a final order of protection lasting 10 years, from August 19th, 2019 until August 19th, 2029. She was granted this order of protection just 5 days before she was murdered. Statistically, the most dangerous time in an abusive relationship is when a victim tries to leave, which is part of the reason why it is so challenging for women to escape abusive relationships. The report that Melinda filed gives a glimpse into why the 10-year order was so necessary and what trauma she endured at this man's hands. Now specifically quoting from the document. Went to sleep around 7:30. He came and woke me up asking who the F is the dude I was messaging. I said somebody that just got fired that I worked with. He asked me why was I messaging other dudes? Ain't been messaging anybody else that got fired. And he said he was going to beat me with a hammer and stomp my skull in. He said he was going to smash my toes and fingers and that he would cut my effing head off. Been going on since around November of 2017. He has put a gun in my mouth and made me get on my knees on the bathroom floor. He has choked me on the floor. Says he's going to chop all my limbs off and scatter them. He will kill anybody close to me because he has nothing to lose. And that he is not effed up about the police and he will do anything in his power to find me. End quote. In a domestic violence lethality screening used to determine how at risk a victim is of being murdered, there are 3 questions that must be answered first. If the answer is yes to any of these 3 questions, the victim must automatically be referred to domestic violence resources and services because of how high risk their situation is. Melinda answered yes to all 3. At the bottom of the survey, the administrator reported that Melinda, now quoting, honestly believes that he will try to kill her and her family. Even if he goes to jail, she is worried about the safety of herself and her family, end quote. Melinda was terrified. And as police continue to investigate, they saw the extent of her fear.
We're gonna block the road off. White. They said a newer white Dodge Charger.
We said it's red.
The neighbor said she thinks it's 2019.
Well, they said white. They said they were for sure it was white. But it may not be his car. They said he jumped in it. I don't know if he was by himself or not, you know?
Melinda's car repeatedly came back as a red vehicle, and yet every witness on the scene claimed the car was white. It wasn't until later that one of Melinda's friends revealed why that was. After she had separated from Marco, she paid to get a new car so that Marco wouldn't recognize the car and be able to track her down in her hiding spot. She was so terrified of Marco that she drove to Missouri to trade in and purchase a different car so that he couldn't find her the day after she got the protection order from him. And she wasn't the only one afraid of Marco and what he was capable of. His closest friend was terrified as well.
His sister called. He called his sister. They put a call on R&D. She called up here wanting to know if this girl's dead. And I called her, and she goes, I just want to know if he's dead. And I said, I can't tell you that. And she said, well, I'm leaving Williford right now and coming in there and check on her myself. She said, my brother called and said he had killed her. I don't believe him or not. And I said, will you tell me where he was headed? And she goes, I don't know. He wouldn't tell me. And I said, where did he call from? And she said, 901 number. And she goes, I'm coming down there. And I said, all right. And she wouldn't tell me what number. And she goes, I'll just meet you down there. And I said, okay. So if she'll give me that number when she gets here, then that's fine. She can drive down here.
Yeah, we got time.
Police were shocked that Marco had called Cindy Davis, his close friend, who he referred to as a sister, and openly admitted that he shot Melinda. They were even more shocked that Cindy agreed to come to the station shortly and do an interview with them. At the same time, calls were flooding in related to the incident. After killing Melinda, Marco had allegedly called an associate and threatened to come for him next. Police had a killer on the loose, and no phone number to track him down with, and no known address to report to. Thankfully, Cindy was willing to give law enforcement Marco's number when she arrived at the station. Her terror is evident.
You know what I mean? So I'm really terrified myself right now. But just say that you got it off of her phone. So this number right here. 911. Then I don't know, me and my friends was talking, and I told the police officer earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if anything was wrong with that. Because I've never heard anything like that. And me and my friend was talking about it because he called him on crying too. And we both said he's probably somebody who's going to take us something.
Clark is, you know where he lives at? Or
What's his house?
does he have any family in the area or anything?
He's got a cousin, but I don't remember his name. He drives an Avalanche, and he's, I don't even know what I could probably recognize him from Facebook. Most of his family don't live here, they live in Memphis. And I know he's got like an ex and some kids that live in Memphis and Texas and
Like an ex-wife that lives in Memphis?
I don't know if they was ever married, but I know that he's got kids with a woman.
Police sat down with Cindy, hopeful they could get to the bottom of where Marco had fled.
So
He called me.
he been
Marco
Clark called you. Okay.
And he said, and I said, what? And he said, and he was crying, of course, so I couldn't, I was trying to make out what he was saying, and I was like, you're playing, and he was like, no, I killed her, the bitch, she's dead. I'm in shock, not believing it. He said, I shot her in the head at her aunt's yard. And I said, oh, why did you do this? And he said, I told y'all I knew y'all.
Niggas forgot, look.
Oh, why did you
live and shit.
Though police had no hints about Marco's whereabouts, Cindy providing them with his number gave them one key that they absolutely needed. Unfortunately, they were going to need to act fast, because as the hours ticked by, Marco's rage and erratic behavior only grew. Melinda's stepmother and her best friend were both shocked when a message from Melinda's Facebook page popped up on their phones after Melinda's murder. They had spoken with the police regarding stomach-churning exchanges that they had with Marco, who was using Melinda's account after murdering her. It is important to note that Melinda did not have an affair with a coworker, and even if she did, it would not warrant her senseless death, nor Marco taunting her stepmother about it. Police were alarmed to find another person on this list. The man he claimed Melinda had an affair, but he wasn't the only person.
I'm gonna get every motherfucker that ever did me wrong and don't know. No, I'm coming for y'all motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck who you is or whatever. Hey, it is what it is. I'll give 2 fucks right now.
Ma, guess what?
The bitch deserves it. And what? I'm killing the next motherfucker too. I don't give a fuck. So oh yeah, come and get me. Come on.
Marco posted this video, as well as another, on Facebook the very same day he murdered Melinda. The video showed police how dangerous Marco really could be. But at the same time, it showed them that he wasn't an intelligent killer. Repeating that he doesn't care over and over is an attempt to look like a hardened criminal and play the part of a scary, powerful villain. In reality, the mere repetition of it indicates that he does care. This gives the police something easy to latch onto and subvert when they'll interview him.
I'm talking y'all out next. Call the police and come next, bitch. That's the main, you know what? That's the main question right there. Who gonna be my next motherfucking victim in Jonesboro? Who?
Keep in mind Marco's threats against the cops and his orchestrated portrayal of being a tough, ruthless killer, because it only adds to what happened next. With these videos being posted, police believe that Marco was still in Jonesboro. With his phone number in hand, they decided to do the obvious. They decided to call Marco. Marco picked up on the first ring. After hearing it was the police, he promptly hung up. The detective called him 4 more times, and through several minutes of conversation, convinced Marco to turn himself over to the police station. A murder suspect turning themselves in is practically unheard of, especially one who has openly claimed that they're going to kill the police. So law enforcement were on edge, and they gave Marco specific instructions to follow when he arrived at the station. He was to park in front of the deputy's car, put his hands up, and make his whole body visible. But is that what he would actually do if he had nothing to lose, like he claimed? Shockingly, the police were able to take Marco in without incident. They sat in the interview room to get answers from him. Little did they know that Marco was going to be as blunt as he was remorseless. Now, before we go on, if you're enjoying the video, please make sure to subscribe. Your support keeps the content coming. Now, back to the video.
Of course, you know, shooting that one that on 980.
Bro, stop being nasty, bro.
Correct.
No, but like, I know what you're talking about. DJ the cat, you had somebody just slapped me in the ass. Yeah. I can't look back.
Victoria. That's definitely Victoria. Look how she's looking at me. Yes. Look how she looking. She on the top of the stairs, she made me like 6 now.
I I'm not cooking.
Like mashed potatoes or something like. Nobody want no fish and spaghetti. That's so nasty.
Bitch. Oh shit! He on the street. I'm fine. I pulled this shit off too, boy. I have my bag up here with us, right?
Can I use your team?
That's not my ticket. That's David. When they stopped the lawnmower, something said, "Go check your bags." Bitch, the whole bag flew over. All 3 phones, my weed, my roll-ups, everything. Look, I see this white boy on the grass. See, that's mine.
Can you ask her for me?
Look, he's on all white yesterday. Like, in the schedules.
Yes?
Look at it up. What do you do? Look at my toe. See, I told you that 2 milk in one. I place on my feet. At work. You said what? I just said my baby. Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, you let Clint bring it. I can't take my shirt off. He's screaming right now. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, I can't not have any smell. This man might think like I need to go on days. I got Stacy out of the gym again. I want to take. I like that.
Let's see if I gotta go in.
She was talking to somebody at a job.
I got it.
Wow, yes, you got it.
Well, get where my book bags at?
I told them just like, hey, you know, like, I ain't got time for this shit. You know, but she really want me.
Yeah, I'm not taking this GoPro garment off. I mean, I'm gonna put it somewhere so he don't smell it. And what he gonna say about my eyes? I take so much medication. The cop said they put that out for 3 hours, and I never heard her discharge her Ruger. A Ruger is that joint blows through. She shot through the wall twice, and it was like, so I had to the cop. The doctor said,
She's actually seen the news.
you don't want to take your medicine. I brought my medicine bag now, right? Medicine bag
Where was she at when she moved
about this wide out there, right?
When Marco's quote-unquote sister was interviewed, she had a very, very different story about who was cheating, and she had nothing to gain by lying.
So he said, and then he's like, so you got medicine? He said, how do you need collagen? I said 6 months worth. And then I got, hey baby, and then he talked shit, so he put my shit in a bucket, right? Here my dumb ass. I took morning, mid-morning, afternoon, or in the mid-afternoon, yeah. I took a pill, a bitch was down, laying down. Waking up my mother. What? What she said? She was having a Klonopin, value, the Seroquel, the Trazodone. My daughter had birthday and I couldn't afford it. We just left one of the oh my God, do you got a scar? I cover my head. What you want, Where the head thing at? Where my shoes? Why? I got my shoes on. No, you don't need to go to the
Marco's
store.
sister described Kevin sent, and the son, despite reading Marco, speaks volumes about who she was as a person. But Marco's plan was all the same, whether she was cheating or not.
Oh, okay, look, see, I got something.
She was coming. I'm not saying that
The wheelchair over there. Oh my God, Gypsy. I cannot do a Gypsy on the Gypsy. You will be out with your shit like this. Yeah, well, look, that's what somebody need to say. I'm not
Where did you shoot her? Where was she on the shot?
He's dying. They better not be.
I mean, I really.
You got like it? You got like it?
See, cool.
There you go, I need your motherfucker. That's why I brought lighters. I brought 7 lighters from Ohio because they don't never have a lighter last time we was here.
Did she see?
I'm like, wasn't there last time? Yes, it was. When I'm not here, and we have fucking lighters upstairs, not here. At the other 60s, yeah, over there. Yeah, you and your wife, remember?
She said what?
So she ran. So where she
You and her cook. So I was on the y'all remember we had the ices and the milk bottle all over your shirt? Try this roll up, like 2 for $5.
I know y'all probably say I know y'all probably
and you recycle and chase her shop. Get her out here for the shop.
Yeah, I lost my perfume. They did get that though. Fucking $80 bottle.
Well, we're gonna see what she had like
They call them back in 100 minutes. They said.
personal direction. I mean,
Then I'm mentioning that social security don't let you even come in the office and got everything online. Everything online. Yo, where the fuck is the top to the Sprite? You know, I finally just get robbed in September. I'm finally getting my ID. And it was free in Ohio.
But, you know, it took all this time for me.
It's interesting that Marco claimed that he never meant to shoot Melinda in an attempt to soften the crime he committed.
Kiki!
It's possible that he's trying to
Bring
avoid
him in
being
real
jailed
quick.
for premeditated murder. Though him lying in wait for Melinda for a full week with a gun says otherwise. The officer has another concern regarding premeditation that needs to be addressed. When police were issued a search warrant for Melinda's home, they made a shocking discovery.
Yeah, two baby
boy. Can I bring the water? I'm sorry. Damn, look at the legs on that jumpy. Damn. That's a full hook up. I'm taking him home.
Marco had intentionally left the propane stove on in the house, putting the entire building at risk of exploding.
That's your baby.
The stove was on, the gas man, did you turn the stove on? I mean, it was basically, that's like. I go home, like, they got,
Y'all need a babysitter. Y'all know where to bring them.
reconcentrating, killing myself.
I got the kids right.
Is that why the stove was on, was trying to kill yourself? By gas, or was you gonna blow yourself up?
I stole this.
Just what you heard, she come in, hope trailer, you got
You know
your.
what? I
Matter with the baby.
What's the matter today with the gas one? Is that right?
What's the matter with the baby?
I know I used it.
You never heard?
Can I break his walker?
Yes, the fuck I did.
How long did you turn the gas on before she got to?
Can one of y'all break the baby's walker? Hello?
Was she in there waiting on her to kill her? And we had to cross the line, and all killed. Once she got
What
away.
is he? He gonna fuck you up. What are you doing? That's her mom. Oh, that's the mom? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is she doing? Make sure my door closed!
Close her door.
She taking her baby birth.
They act like they dead.
Is there a Jafar? Is there a charger?
I mean, like a couple of,
Close that room door! Don't let the cat go in there!
And get the baby walker.
And bring this walker down!
Marco showed the detectives where he threw the gun, but the next day, law enforcement was unable to locate it.
Hey, yes, sir.
They called Marco in from the jail to ask him more questions. In just the 2 days since Marco had given himself in, he already had to be removed from general housing and put in solitary. He told guards that if he had to be kept with anyone else, he would probably kill them.
Not for brother.
Because of this, he was put on suicide watch and put in a lone cell for close monitoring.
Yeah, you can't
In
make
addition, however, Marco disclosed some new information about his plan to take Melinda's life.
Did she get her trial?
These things that you
Or just on the
kids.
And I said, for a sample?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that don't seem like to put that on there, like, I'm getting it, right? So here I go. Did that say banana glue? She gonna say, come on, Don. You know that homie Shrek and Jeff gonna cut on my hair off this girl's ass? So she got me a Shrek. She got me a Shrek needle. A clip.
Where the heck is my shoe at?
I already know that she's gone.
My slide.
And then nerve got the nerve to say, you need to go look at the
I already know. How'd you know that? Because the trap was out. Set a trap.
Boom, 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 there you are.
Marco set a trap for Melinda by discontinuing the cards that she used for payroll. He knew that eventually she would be forced to come back to retrieve the newly issued cards that would be delivered in May. This
I know that nigga ain't home. And
premeditation.
I told him I was coming today.
The officer asked for a clearer picture of how Marco killed Melinda.
He kind of tell me what the
I think
I
that's
gotta
what
put
it
it
is.
on my, I gotta put it on my, that's fine, and just gotta tell me what that's. Just the one group. Okay.
So, nigga, I told you I was coming in today. You gonna pick me up. All my stuff got soaking wet. Guess we gonna take me home.
Just that way.
So he good. Yes, he gonna take me home later, and I'm
Sure,
pretty
you
scared.
love
He
yourself?
said, would you take her home later? Should you do that? He said, yeah. And help me bring my bags up the steps.
Hang down, shut up. Not starting.
I love it.
I don't want to.
You know I got you. Get out this man. Look how big. Look at me. Look goddamn. He said, bitch, you didn't speak to me. But hello. He said she's so big. I gotta move her. How you doing? Hey, mama, look at him. He didn't turn around. He keep looking. Yes. Yeah.
I was thinking.
Look up. Yeah, okay, won't take his eyes off. Look up. That's what's going to happen, boy. Papa just go out. Book him down. Book him down.
On the ground.
He said, that's a new person. That's what that is.
Yeah. So I need to go. Yeah.
All right. If you ain't doing that a little bit later.
Yeah, I need to go and see.
And then you can take me home.
She
At
said,
the same time.
and she was very much, I'm too lying. All right. So I ain't.
I mean, I ain't got that much weed, but I do have enough to smoke. I ain't funny like that. That first phone. Oh, I'm sorry, Spank. I was just trying to make sure the baby didn't smell. Jamar, your feet's not even touching the floor. Where the fuck is he still looking? Book him, come here.
Which was your head place?
Why is he looking like that? Hello.
So I mean, are you in your head or everything?
I'm gonna see if I can do it. He took the weed and he pressed it, Gypsy, right? Look, look like this. When he went like this, look, the smoke came out of it. The smoke came out of it.
She was saying,
I can't swear Brian, but look, I'm gonna go upstairs this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get it like y'all. I can't swear pop up on. Oh shit! He flirting me, smiling at me. Sit up. That's great. You see the smile? Were you to the best part? He said, you look good, baby. Looking like your daddy and your mom. Don't you look like your mom? You got blue eyes. Look how you looking at me. Boy, don't be smiling at me like that, boy. I'll become 2 years old again on your ass. Auntie. Poof. That's when I was little.
Take a step back to exactly your shot on or should have gone. But your back was toward that big pot of where it's all right.
Put something on my stomach. No, listen. We last night. We are diabetics.
And you said you've been there since Monday or Tuesday?
Then I got a shit, so he don't smell it.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know that. Go over to the house, or she lives back to the I mean, so, hey,
I gotta go.
so I didn't get my make
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Because it's a 3-bedroom house and he only charges me $300.
So what was the, you told me just earlier that you had a knife, a ski mask, and all this. What was that? What was that for?
Motherfucker, 6, 7, 5. I just went to Miami and got veneers. I want that's on the road that love me with the cop out. He's gonna love me. Yeah, his name is Yaz.
And I know, like I said, I know this might get, I mean, like, I have to no matter what it was about, I got told,
so I know I can bring my hand to this.
That got told from the jump. I told her from the jump period, you know what? If anybody ever wanted to really do something to a person, ain't nobody gonna stop them. No police gonna stop them. The police can't get around. Some folks said it, and nobody kills you upside it. You know, about her going to.
Oh, I got a woman for the
Like all that she had to do was just be truthful from the jump. He said, hey, look, you know what? Hey, I don't want to make a show. I don't want to man. And I don't care.
Didn't I call you and show you my suitcase packed up?
That's all. I told her what I do from young. Like I said, in all the world, like look at me, and oh man, you some shit, you know what I'm saying? For shooting my mom like that, I'm gonna what gives a fucking woman, you know what I'm saying, the right, the same way for in my job, okay, what gives me the right to shoot a woman? Okay, well, what gives a woman the right to do the trick of name? I heard her name.
Marco's demeanor completely changes when he's talking about killing Melinda and intimidating her prior to her death. This is just a glimpse of the kind of behavior that Melinda was facing. A man who told her the police couldn't save her and that he would end her life no matter what she did. Marco pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life in prison for the senseless murder of Melinda Colburn. Now, if you think this case was horrific, well, you need to check out my video on the family friend who turned out to be a serial killer.
You know how to roll? You gonna roll? Oh, I mean, I roll because you eat your chip. I get my new dentures.
Too strong! There! Perfectly balanced!
They just been talking to me and shit.
At FlexJet, we are outgrowing the competition 2-1.
I'm finna know too. I'm finna take them on the
Everybody knows George. I'm used to it. Me and George are so downtown there. It's funny. I was never hurt or taking anybody's life anymore.
And in the emails, she talks about your relationship. She talks about how good you are sexually. There's now says it's not as an advocate. Did she want to email?
I did. When I made the call.
George Young was shot and killed. Prosecutors believe his wife and friend were having an affair and killed him for his $1 million insurance policy.
On the night of November 16, 2017, tragedy struck in the quiet neighborhood of Beaufort, Georgia, when celebrity bodyguard George Young was brutally gunned down outside his home. Inside, his family slept peacefully, unaware of the horror unfolding just steps away. Given George's high-profile career, the search for his killer was bound to be complex. Yet those who knew him insisted he had no evidence. But as the investigation unfolded, one chilling truth emerged. George's greatest enemy was closer than anyone could have imagined. Atlanta, Georgia, known for its vibrant culture and bustling urban scene, was home to 43-year-old George F. Young, who lived there with his wife, Tia Banks Young, and their 3 sons. George was often described as a family man, and an incredibly present father despite his demanding career. He worked as a bodyguard and had recently launched a successful celebrity-focused bodyguard business. As a result of his hard work, George was able to provide his wife and children with a comfortable life, settling them into a safe and upper-class neighborhood in nearby Beaufort, Georgia. On the night of November 16, 2017, George S. Young had just wrapped up a high-profile assignment, guarding rapper Lil Yachty at a clothing line launch in a bustling Atlanta mall. Exhausted after a long day, he arrived home at around 11:30 p.m., eager to wind. But as he approached his front door and slid his key into the lock, the silence of the night was shattered by 2 deafening gunshots. At the time of the shooting, Tia's brother, Harvey Tim Lee, was staying at their home. Hearing the commotion, Harvey grabbed a shotgun and went to investigate. That was when he discovered George's lifeless body soaked in blood lying on the front porch. Panicked, Harvey ran upstairs to inform Tia, and they immediately called 911. Harvey then rushed back downstairs to attempt CPR, with a neighbor joining in shortly afterward. Detectives quickly ruled out robbery as a motive, since George's wallet, cash, and other personal belongings were untouched. As they combed through the crime scene, the CSI team found a single shell casing, which raised more questions than answers since George had been shot twice. Detectives quickly spotted the CCTV camera aimed directly at the entrance, raising their hopes of capturing a critical lead. But those hopes were quickly dashed when they learned that the camera hadn't been recording at the time of the incident. To make matters even stranger, George's family revealed that the camera had been out of operation for months, an odd detail for a man who made his living in security. Investigation When the investigation began, theories and assumptions swirled in every direction. Some speculated it was a case of mistaken identity, while Tia, George's wife, suspected a gang-related crime. But here's the thing, this upper-class neighborhood had no history of violent incidents, let alone gang activity.
He was a really good guy. Everybody loved George. Everybody. Real friendly, likable personality, will do anything for anybody.
Desperate for a breakthrough, they shifted their focus to George's everyday life. And that's when Tia provided a potentially useful tip. She said that George had mentioned being followed by a white SUV on 2 separate occasions, and one of those times the driver had even tried to run him off the road. Now, while the police pursued this lead, Detective David Smith noticed something unsettling about Tia's 911 call. The way she and her brother, Harvey Taylor, described events seemed inconsistent. Sensing that something was off, the detective brought Tia and Harvey in for questioning. But what happened next only raised more questions. The interrogation. The detectives brought Tia and Tim in for questioning, expecting clarity, but were instead met with a startling revelation. Tim wasn't Tia's brother, but rather a family friend who had been staying with them. This was a red flag for the detectives, and they wondered if Tia had initially called him her brother in an attempt to divert suspicion. The situation became even more complicated when Tia was accused of having an affair with Tim by George's family members. However, they didn't have enough evidence to support their claims, and Tia dismissed it as baseless gossip aimed at tarnishing her family's reputation. Following the interviews, the detectives kept carrying out further investigation about George's death. Many months passed, and by April of 2018, armed with new evidence and a clearer understanding of George's murder, the detectives decided that it was time to bring Tia and Tim back in. This time, they were ready to confront them with the shocking truth that they had uncovered.
Hey, wait. It's cold. Time comes in.
Look at Tia, he is chicken. That's why he called. Boo-boo. Here, he is chicken. This nigga in here, he like chicken. Here, like this, look.
Too small. Oh. So, like I said, the reason why I came here to follow up questions, I kind of want to go over it again. It was at the point where there's been about once about 30 people that came and go around.
All right, chat.
The first time.
We gotta go. I'm about to play the game anyway, but I'm on my man Jilly by himself. Love y'all.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I just thought about